Oh, no, I'm editing this.
Oh, you're editing this?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lord, Hannah, you are a goddess.
I'm going to edit none of this out.
Oh.
Keep going.
Oh, it froze. Oh, no.
Hello and welcome back to Witch Please. I'm Hannah McGregor.
And I'm Marcel Cosman.
I don't know about you, Marcel, but this global pandemic going on, I just suddenly feel like I have a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, it's like all these canceled plans and online events that I can pretend to go to, but actually just not attend. I'm bored. Let's reboot this podcast.
What a great idea. Hey, Marcel, if we were gonna reboot this podcast, when would we start the new run?
You know what? September 1st, Hogwarts Day. Let's do it.
That's great. That's a very satisfying day. It's like beginning of the year. Here we go. So, Marcel, I know that in our original run, a sort of challenge that we frequently faced was the fact that we constantly spent our own money making the podcast and made no money, and that our listeners kept saying, "We'd like to pay you for your work." And we were like, sounds hard. No.
Yeah, it did sound hard, but you know what, Hannah? I've got a surprise for you.
What's that? Tell me.
We connected with a network and they're going to do all the hard work for us. And guess what?
Oh, thank God.
Guess what?
What?
They started a Patreon for us.
Oh my God. So we are partnering with Not Sorry Productions, which is the production team behind Harry Potter and the Sacred Text. And because they are all brilliant and competent, they're going to do incredible things for us, like produce the podcast. What? And also set up a Patreon.
So they're going to do all the work. They're going to get paid. But also, we're going to get paid for this fucking nonsense.
Absolutely wild. I mean, they do make us sort of run a tighter ship than we are modeling right now.
Yes.
But that's good. You know what? Sometimes we need to be managed a little.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what's going to be different with this new run.
So the approach that we decided on, because one, we've, already read the books. At this point, I can confidently say I have read all of the books. Finally, I can say that, and it's true. But also we thought, what's a different way of approaching talking about these books that will be fun and fresh for us and not exactly the same as the other Harry Potter podcasts out there. So what we're going to be doing is for every book, we're going to make 6 or 7 episodes?
I haven't read any of the information that the network has sent us, so I'm not sure what I signed when I signed that contract. I just saw the word money.
So we're going to make 25 episodes for this new season. It's going to cover probably the first 3 books. And for every book, we're going to do a number of episodes, but instead of working through the books from the beginning to the end, sort of in a chronological fashion, we're going to work through them through various different critical lenses. So for example, we're going to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone as a...
Sorry, what did you just call it?
I just called it the American title. For example, we're going to read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone as a example of a chosen one or traditional heroes narrative. We're going to read it through the lens of Orientalism. We're going to read it through the lens of critical animal studies. We're going to read it through the lens of class analysis. And every episode will let us sort of approach a different dimension of the book and really sort of drill down and understand it, while also providing a little bit more context around some of the critical theories that we use when we read.
Yeah, one of the things that so many listeners told us that was super cool was that they felt like they were having fun learning when they were listening to the podcast. And we thought, oh, you know what we know how to do? We know how to teach stuff. That's a thing that we do in our professional lives. So we'll just keep doing that, but in a fun and exciting way without any tests.
There are going to be no tests, but unlike the original run of the podcast, there is going to be like a bunch of research. So you're welcome. We're going to look stuff up this time around. So if that sounds exciting and fun to people, Marcel, how will they get the new episodes?
They, as far as I know, will continue to appear on your podcatcher of choice. Or if you're one of those fabulous people who would go to our website and just like click on the episode and listen to it, I think they'll still show up there too.
Yeah, all of this is true. Yeah.
So you dear listener, you don't have to do a goddamn thing.
So if this all sounds extremely exciting to you, then you can head over to patreon.com/ohwitchplease and you can support the reboot of the podcast. And if you do support it, you get bonus content.
Yeah. We based the bonus content on stuff that you silly gooses said that you wanted, like access to our unedited episodes and movie watch-alongs, which, like, to be fair, are very fun because we are delightful.
So if you want to listen to unedited episodes of the original run or Q&As that we're going to do with interesting people with interesting fan theories, or hang out with us for virtual movie watches, these are all things that you can do via the Patreon. So check that out. And I guess we'll see you on September 1st.
There's one more important thing that we need you to know.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it's that since the last run of the podcast, we've gotten a little older.
Yeah.
But more importantly, we've gotten a lot sexier. But until then...
Later, witches.